How's it going, guys? This video is my Dual-Wield monk in Act 2 Inferno tanking the Belial fight. I am solo in this game. I've always thought that monks should not be using shields. We're not paladins and the class was not designed this way. So I try to dual-wield whenever I can. I'm not good enough to stand still for this whole fight. I do have to dodge when he is doing his area effect poison attack, poison explosion attack, but otherwise we'll see. We'll get to the fight. So let's get to the good parts first. Let's see the fight and then we'll analyze my character. So let's skip the animation. Okay, so right now I'm just clearing the little dudes. As you can see, my attack speed is fairly fast. It's I believe 2.35 and 2.48 respectively for the two weapons. I am using two fist weapons. I have pretty high resists. We'll see in the end. I believe it's about 740 something. Using the one with everything passive, of course. And I am using Sweeping Wind in my right click button with increased damage rune. It is doing a lot of damage to these snakes, and reducing their damage is my... Oh, that was pretty fast. Crippling Strike attack, so here's Belial. Yes, so I used the rune with Crippling Strike to also reduce damage aside from reducing attack speed. As you can see, I'm hitting my mantra button a lot because every time you hit it for about 2 seconds afterwards, you do have an increased dodge chance. With the aura, the mantra active, it's about 49%. I don't have very high dexterity, but every time I hit the button, it goes up to about 57, which dodges a lot of attacks by either Belial or by the other people. So now I'm just clearing some of the helpers. The buttons I'm using, obviously you can see Serenity for one. It's a 4-second immunity. I do get life pretty back from life on hit, so I don't need Serenity to heal me. I rather prefer to have the extra second immunity. Now, the second button is Blinding Flash, and as we know from a lot of online videos, Blinding Flash is really good for increasing attack, because it not only just, like for example, use Breath of Heaven or Deadly Reach with the rune to increase damage, it just adds, I would say about 10%ish. I don't know the exact number, but if you use Blinding Flash, your damage doubles for about 3 seconds. Well, almost doubles. So it's very good for quickly clearing these adds, and even my Sweeping Wind damage, whenever I use Blinding Flash, goes up like crazy and just quickly kills these adds. So I do have a lot of ways to save myself. I do have the Blinding Flash, Breath of Heaven, the immunity, the potion, and although I'm not using the passive ability that heals me 60 life per spirit, but I do have them on my weapons. It's a little bit of healing. So you can see Belial is almost down. I have very good, the attack speed combined with life on hit is very good for this fight. So I'm pretty much, well, I'm gonna kill these helpers, but I'm about to ignore them. There we go. And get to the real fight. There it goes. Sweeping Wind, of course, goes away. It needs to be reapplied. Let me get some damage reduction on him right now. Now, I didn't miss that one. See, there we goes dodge. Every time I see his arm come down, I hit my mantra button. Or make sure that it's the extra dodge is active. So that most of the time I can, well, he doesn't hit me. And sometimes I just move. It's a force of habit. Now these, I cannot stand still yet. If I had a shield, I might be, well, good shield, I might be able to stand still in this poison attack. But see, it hit me for 30k. I actually got my health above 30k for this fight. I was actually pretty comfortable before with about 25k. But see there, almost died. Yeah, but for this fight it's good to have over 30k. So try to dodge regular attacks if you can, otherwise get your life back up with life on hit, Breath of Heaven, other attacks you can use. Anything that I use my skills does increase my health a little bit. And also I'm using this Enchantress Helper for her increase to attack speed buff at the end. Nothing else really. So let's run around a bit more. No, got hit there. I suck at dodging. So I used my immunity there just now because my life was about 25% and his arm was about to come down at me. I don't have very fast movement speed, so I guess I never got used to moving around much. As a monk, I don't really need to. So now I just pretty much rely on immunities and heals if I can. There's a good dodge. See, every time my health goes low, I can pop a potion. I can just 1, 2, 3, 4. All my buttons restore my health, so I just slam my fingers on some of them. But usually 2 and 3, blind and Breath of Heaven. If I need it again, I will use immunity, and if I need it again, I'll use potion. In this case, I actually used everything, so I was pretty far from this health globes. I wish I was dodging more. 57% dodge. Okay, I think I did dodge a good amount towards the end of the fight, because I got into a better rhythm of tapping the dodge mantra every time his arm goes up and is about to come down. So crippling wave, crippling strike, I forgot the exact name, sorry, is keeping his damage down by 25%. I do use different skills in a regular fight situation, not a boss fight. I do use Thunderclap for the teleport and for the quick attack and for the small knockback and stun to keep myself healed, but obviously for boss fights where there's only one of them, I like to use Crippling Wave. This way I do free up the Resolve passive in favor of either more dodge or more life per spirit. Now, right now my weapons have about 45 combined life per spirit, a life healed per spirit use, and a quick calculation shows that it's around, every time you use a spirited skill, you get healed for about 2250. Now, I have another weapon that actually already has 58 life per spirit, and if I use that one, let's say it's around 60 plus my main weapon, which is 20, that's already 80, and if I use the passive, which heals for 62, that's 142 life per spirit use. Let's say I use something that costs 50 spirit, I heal for 7,100 right away. So if I spam, I have 150 spirit total obviously, I spam that skill 3 times, I get healed for 21,000 health points, which can be spammed a lot, but which is actually really good. The problem is that weapon with the 58 life per spirit has really slow attack speed, so I'm using a much faster one, but only has 15 life per spirit healed, and I'm using the dodge passive as the third passive. The first two is obviously the armor one, armor per dexterity, and all resist equals to highest resist. But the fight is going well. I do have to dodge some attacks, but and he does damage me. I don't dodge all his attacks, but my life does come back very fast. So the only one I have to worry about are his poison explosion AoE attack. The other ones I am handling pretty well. There should be a dodge, yes, right there. See, slam the mantra key. Now, his arm is actually safe. You see here, the other areas are exploding, but I just used my immunity there. The circles around his arm are not part of the explosion, so you could go near there if you want to. So the fight is almost done. I wish the damn helpers in this game could last longer. Right now, I take the Templar on my other tunes, or I take this Enchantress to any fighting Inferno, and they just die. They get owned in like 2 hits, and it's... I mean, I know they're just supposed to be helpers, but... come on. At least give them better resists. I mean, we're not allowed to put armor on them other than rings and amulets and a shield maybe, and not on this girl, but the resists are in double digits. I mean, they're supposed to be a little bit more effective. Okay, see, I'm dodging more. Attacking pretty fast. There's 3 dodges in a row. 4, that's good. It's all about tapping that mantra key whenever the arm comes down, so you get increased dodge for 2 seconds. And if not, you see, as you can see, I'm not actually sure exactly how Life on Heal works, because, I mean, I'm supposed to get back about 1800 life on heal, but sometimes I'm smacking people and I'm getting 3000, 4000. Now that could be from my other skills, but I'm pretty sure it's from my life on heal. So I guess they crit, but I'm not sure how much they crit. I could be wrong. If I'm giving you wrong information, I'm sorry guys. Immunity again, so I can build up my life. Just have to move a tiny bit to eat that health globe just now. So the fight is almost done. Oh, there's my Enchantress up again. Okay, tap that health globe. There we go. Of course, during the fight, I forgot to mention that I've been tapping Blinding Flash just to increase my damage periodically for 3 seconds. Yay, all blues. Now, I have no Magic Find or Gold Find, of course. I'm using... oh, here. Let's take a look at my items. Most of my items are... dexterity and... life-based. Now, sorry, I went through my weapons too fast, but if you go back, you can pause on the weapons. Dexterity, vitality, all resist, and poison resist. The poison resist I'm stacking. I'm trying to get at least 90. My default damage is 11,000. As you can see, dexterity is under 1,000 right now. Vitality is pretty high. Dodge chance, see, every time I use the mantra, it goes up to 56.8. Otherwise, it's 49. Resist 724. Now, crippling wave with concussion to reduce attack speed damage. Sweeping wind with blaze storm for increased damage. This is really good for boss fights. 4 seconds serenity. Blinding flash with increased damage. Breath of heaven, increased damage. This buff lasts for a while. The increased damage buff. And the usual dodge and armor buffs. 15% dodge chance. This is not a hard 15, but it's on top of your own. Armor and one with everything resist buff. I want to show you my life on hit is 1825. Attack speed 2.38 on weapon, 2.42 on the other one. You get of course, a natural attack speed buff as soon as you dual wield. Okay, so that's about it for the fight. I'm gonna post a screenshot at the end of this right now, just to show you my 2 weapons again, so you can see what they are. Because I went through them pretty fast. Sorry, I made the video first and I added the audio later. Okay, guys, your comments are welcome, and I hope you enjoy playing the monk. It is one of my favorite characters. It was my first choice. I didn't know about the character much when I started Diablo 3, but I built it towards someone who can withstand hits at the front, a tank, but not a paladin style. It's kind of like what I wanted to stay away from. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Take care.